Hello, welcome back to UPSC Law Optional. In this video, we will analyze the question paper of 2021. First question, the fundamental right may be said to constitutionalize social values of existing society. Explain and illustrate. In the second question, we have to explain the role of PIL and बताना है कि इंडिया में ये किस तरह से जज लेड है and किस हद तक ये जजेस इंड्यूस है. The C part is directly from the right to education. Right to education is the base for the fundamental right and human rights. Discuss the efforts made by the government with regards to the right to education. इस क्वेश्चन में हम अपनी 2019 की राइट टू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को भी एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं एंड बता सकते हैं कि किस तरह से एजुकेशन का रोल इम्पोर्टेंट है एंड फंडामेंटल राइट्स में एंड न्यू अमेंडमेंट्स करके इसको दिया गया है. The E part, delegation of legislative powers has neither been permitted nor prohibited under the Indian Constitution. Discuss the constitutionality of delegated legislation with the help of decided case. इसमें सिंपल हमें डेलीगेटेड लेजिस्लेशन का रोल एक्सप्लेन करना है कि वो किस तरह से ना तो परमिटेड है और ना ही प्रोहिबिटेड है अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, pluralism is the keystone of Indian culture and religious tolerance is the bedrock of Indian secularism. It is based on the belief that all the religions are equally good and efficacious pathways to perfection of God realization. Thus, all persons are equally entitled to freedom of religion, which is not absolute. Critically examine the above statement with the help of constitutional provision and relevant case laws. दिखने में ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बड़ा है. इस क्वेश्चन में हमें बताना है कि किस तरह से राइट टू रिलीजन जो है वो एब्सोल्यूट नहीं है और इंडिया किस तरह से सेकुलर है. इन द बी पार्ट, discuss the procedure for the appointment of judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court and transfer of the judges of the High Court in the light of the decision of the Supreme Court of India. We have to explain the appointment and the removal process. साथ साथ जो 3 judges laws case है उसको हमें explain करना है. In the C part, discuss the purpose, function and use of Article 256 and 257 of the Constitution of India. Should these provisions be restructured? What are the consequences of state defense of the directives issued under the articles by the Union? Now come to the third question. Free and fair election is the basic structure of our Constitution and it is the heartbeat of democracy. But widespread corruption and increasing criminalization in the election process have made our democracy weak. Discuss the various efforts undertaken by the Election Commission to ensure free and fair election. पॉलिटी से ये क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट है. आपने लक्ष्मीकांत में भी पढ़ा होगा जो इलेक्शन का प्रोसेस होता है वो किस तरह से फेयर है, उसमें कोर्ट का क्या रोल है, उसको किस तरह से हार्ट बीट ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी कहा गया है. बी पार्ट इज डायरेक्ट फ्रॉम द प्रेसिडेंट रूल. इसमें हमें बताना है कि आर्टिकल 356 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कंटेन प्रोविजन रिलेटिंग टू द justification of imposition of the president rule in state. Explain the consequences of proclamation of emergency in the state. अगर प्रेसिडेंट रूल्स लग जाए तो उसमें स्टेट के पास क्या पावर रहती है एंड यूनियन के पास कौन कौन सी पावर होती है. वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन इट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, द प्रोविजन ऑफ द DPSP are not enforceable by any court, but they are fundamental in the governance of the country. Examine the role of the government to fulfill the desired objective in reaching the part 4 of the constitution. Part 4 से ये क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट है. इसमें हमें DPSP का रोल, उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बतानी है. वो इन्फोर्सेबल नहीं है लेकिन वो किस हद तक फंडामेंटल है और कितना इंपॉर्टेंट उनका रोल है इसको हमें एक्सप्लेन करना है इन द 20 मार्क. B part, examine the role of state legal service authority in promoting legal literacy and right of the women and children in the state. LSA को एक्सप्लेन करना है. What is meant by the doctrine of the separation of the power is strict adherence of the doctrine possible under a parliamentary form of government. Discuss with the help of relevant case laws. Discuss the various efforts towards the codification of international law during the 20th century. B part, explain different theories on the relationship between international law and municipal law. ये आप देख सकते हैं कि ये क्वेश्चन हमारा 2022 में भी रिपीट हुआ था. Explain the principle of double criminality and the rule of speciality under the international law of extradition. D part, define double nationality and statelessness. Evaluate all efforts taken to eliminate or reduce them. E part, what is intervention and on what grounds do the state justify intervention? Explain. This is also a simple question. Question number 6. Distinguish whether recognition of a state is an act of policy or of law. क्या रिकग्नाइजेशन ऑफ स्टेट एक एक्ट ऑफ पॉलिसी है या वो एक लॉ है? इसको साथ साथ हमें डिस्टिंग्विश करना है between the constitutive and declaratory theories on the recognition of state. B part, what do you understand by state succession? Discuss various theories of state succession and explain the rights and obligations arising out of the state succession. In the upcoming videos, I will share the notes of these topics with you. So don't worry about it. These all are the simple questions. We just have to write about it. C part, explain the main features of law of the sea. What is the difference between the jurisdiction over the territorial sea and exclusive economic zone? This is also repeated in 2022. Now come to the question number 7. Discuss the powers of the Security Council of the maintenance of world peace and security. Has the veto power proved a hindrance in discharge of its duty by the Security Council? अब इस क्वेश्चन को आप देखिए, ये करंट में भी काफी ज्यादा चल रहा है आजकल. B. Discuss the United Nations Declaration on the establishment of a new international economic order along with the Charter of Economic Rights and Duties of the state. C part, humanity is in peril in the present world due to the terrorism. Suggest the ways to protect it in the context of human. Question number 8. Is it a legal duty of a state under international law to settle their dispute by peaceful means? क्या ये एक स्टेट की लीगल ड्यूटी है अंडर द इंटरनेशनल लॉ कि वो अपने डिस्प्यूट्स को सेटल करें बाय द पीसफुल मीन्स? कैन फेलियर ऑफ पीसफुल मीन्स एंटाइटल states to force to settle their dispute? Discuss. B part, is the threat or the use of nuclear weapons in any circumstances permitted under international law? Answer the question in the light of the advisory opinion given by the International Court of Justice. ICJ के ऊपर लिखना है और साथ साथ हमें न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स का जो यूज है और थ्रेट है इसके ऊपर हमें करंट अफेयर्स का भी अच्छा खासा मटेरियल मिल जाएगा. Discuss the role of UN in protection and improvement of the human environment. So this was the paper 1. So come to the section A of law paper 2. Question number 1. A. What amounts to legal insanity that would entitle an accused for exemption from criminal liability? Legal insanity का मतलब क्या होता है और क्या entitle करता है accused को for exemption from the criminal liability, कि किस तरह से हम criminal liability से exempt कर सकते हैं. This is direct from the IPC. B part, discuss grave and sudden provocation as a defense to charge of murder under IPC 1860. C part, explain the concept of plea bargaining under the CRPC 1973. In what case plea bargaining is not available? D part, discuss the ambit and scope of consumer as defined under the Consumer Protection Act 2019. E part, what constitute malicious prosecution? How it is different from false imprisonment? अगर आप लॉ बैकग्राउंड से हैं तो आप देख सकते हैं कि ये किस तरह से एकदम डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछे गए हैं. इसमें हमें जस्ट सेक्शन एक्सप्लेन करना है, टॉपिक को बताना है कि व्हाट इट्स मीनिंग एंड व्हाट इट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स, एंड उसके बाद इसके कुछ एग्जांपल्स दे देते हैं, एंड दैट्स ऑल. सेकंड क्वेश्चन, हैज अटेम्प्ट बी डिफाइंड एनीवेयर इन आईपीसी 1860? व्हाट आर द वेरियस टेस्ट फॉर डिटरमाइनिंग whether an act amounts to preparation or attempt to commit an offense? Explain with the help of relevant case laws. 2. Differentiate between the following: kidnapping and abduction, riot and affray. 2C. What are the various kinds of damages that a plaintiff can avail as a remedy under the law of torts? Under what circumstances can prospective damages be awarded? Question number 3A. From Mathura to Nirbhaya and beyond, discuss the development of rape as law in India. Very good and important question. इसमें आप 2012 में जो निर्भया केस हुआ था उसके बाद से लेके मथुरा तक का जितने भी लीगल डेवलपमेंट हुए हैं, जो स्पेशल प्रोविजन पास किए गए हैं इन ऑर्डर टू डील विद द रेप लॉज इन इंडिया, आपको एक्सप्लेन करने हैं. नाउ कम टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन, बी पार्ट. एक्सप्लेन द लायबिलिटी ऑफ जॉइंट टॉर्टफीजर्स फॉर अ रॉन्गफुल एक्ट. How is it different from the liability of independent tortfeasors? This question is also direct from the torts. जैसे ही आप आगे बांगिया पढ़ेंगे उसमें आपको जॉइंट टॉर्टफीजर के बारे में पूरा दिया गया है कि उसमें क्या क्या लाइबिलिटी होती है और किस तरह से वो अलग है इंडिपेंडेंट टॉर्टफीजर से. थर्ड सी, is an action for negligence What does the plaintiff need to establish in order to affix civil liability of defendant? What does it take the maxim of res ipsa liquidator to apply? Fourth, discuss the evolution and development of rule relating to no fault liability in India with the help of decided cases. 4b, what are the defenses available to an accused in a civil suit for defamation? इस क्वेश्चन में आपको डिफेमेशन को एक्सप्लेन करना है और कौन कौन से डिफेंसेस अवेलेबल हैं सिविल सूट्स में. 4c, recently there have been changes in scheduled caste and scheduled tribe prevention of atrocities act 1989. Now section b, compulsory question, minor's contract is void ab initio. Comment. Very simple question. In this just you have to explain the minor's role in a contract और किस तरह से वो void ab initio है. 5p, discuss the constitutionality of Right to Information Act 2019 in the light of recent judgment by the Supreme Court of India. 5c, in legal phraseology, every person who acts for another is not an agent. Contract में जो हमारे एजेंट होते हैं और पार्टीज होती हैं, ये वही क्वेश्चन है कि इसमें हमें एजेंट का रोल और बताना है कि किस तरह से हर पर्सन जो है वो दूसरे के लिए एक्ट कर रहा है, वो डिफरेंस है एजेंट से. 5d, India's 40-year-old Air Act 1981 languishes in the present circumstances of air pollution emergency in Delhi, National Capital Region. Comment on the effectiveness of law in the light of judicial and administrative mechanism. This is a direct question on the Air Act of 1981. Now come to the fifth question, E part. आपको ट्रेडमार्क लॉ के ऊपर है कि किस तरह से ब्रांड नेम्स, ट्रेड नेम्स एंड ट्रेडमार्क्स वो एक इमेंस वैल्यू अटेन कर चुके हैं और उनका ट्रेडमार्क चाहिए होता है हमें, आईपीआर. सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द आईपीआर. 6, what are the various modes in which a contract may be discharged? Explain in the light of the decided case. We have to explain the modes of the contract. 6b, dwell on the legality and constitutionality of section 66A Information Technology Act 2000. Now 6c, we have to give the short notes on caveat emptor, uberrima fights, nemo dat quid non habet. Principles are directly from the book. Now come to the question number 7. Section 8 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 denotes a provision which limits judicial intervention in the process of arbitration. Elucidate the statement with support of case law development on the point. हमें section 8 बताना है arbitration and conciliation का. 7b, no customer in 1,000 ever read the condition. If he had stopped to do so, he would have missed the boat. Critically examine the contractuality of a standard form of contract in view of the above statement. 7c, discuss the symbiotic relationship between media trial and fair trial with reference to the judicial approach. Question number 8a, discuss the concept and classification of quasi-contract under the Indian Contract Act 1872. 8b, limited liability partnership is an alternative corporate form that gives the benefit of limited liability of a company and flexibility of a partnership. जो पार्टनरशिप एक्ट है उसी से ये पूछा गया है. स्टेटमेंट को देखते हुए हमें डिस्कस करने हैं जो चीफ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं लिमिटेड लायबिलिटी पार्टनरशिप एक्ट 2008 के. 8c, how does any factor vitiating free consent affects a contract? So this was the question paper of 2021. Hope you will get an idea कि किस तरह से क्वेश्चन पूछे गए और कहां से पूछे गए हैं. Majority of the questions are direct from the books or the source which we discussed in the last videos. So in the next video we will discuss the previous year question of 2022. Hope you will find it helpful. Thank you.